Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, here we are again. Okay, I made some meat because I want to try and stuff it inside of some fry bread. So the other night, I made some hot dogs and I put that in some fry bread, and that was really good. And I thought, wouldn't it just be great if I could put hamburger in fry bread? That way I could eliminate hot dog buns and hamburger buns, which would be great. Okay, so I had some turkey meat that I bought, and what I do is I cut my meat in quarter pound pieces. And so I had a 1/4 pound of meat, I had some dry onion, and I had some, what is this stuff? Parmesan and garlic spice, some pepper. I had a little of this good, ooh, I think my oil's getting hot. I had some tomato sauce, and then I put some taco seasoning. I was going to do hamburger and cabbage, and I thought, I don't want to buy a big cabbage. I don't want to be burdened with a cabbage. Okay, so we'll see how this works. All right. Oh, this stupid thing, I don't know why it's doing this. There we go. All right. So I made some fry bread again. Here it is. I messed the fry bread up something terrible, so I put it in the comments yesterday, and I'll show you the recipe in a minute. So what I want to do is I want to make about, I think this should make about 4 decent size sandwiches. And the fry bread is really good the next day, so I don't know why my taco things wouldn't be good. See how it's such a nice soft dough? So when you want to roll it out or make it into fry bread, you can just add flour until you get it to the, you get it as stiff as you want it, or whatever you want to call that. This is like the easiest kind of bread in the whole wide world to make. And the thing about it is, then you're always going to have bread. So that's a good thing. I got too much flour. Okay, so I would imagine, since I'm going to fry this, I don't want my bread rolled too thin. I don't want it to come apart in my hamburger stuff to leak out. So if this works, and I don't see why it wouldn't, once you figure this out, then you could literally stuff this bread with anything, cheese, pepperonis, you know, whatever you have. I might try some pepperoni and cheese. That might be good. Okay, so I just want to make 4. Okay, so one thing I stockpile is cheese. So I think some cheese would be good. You can use your imagination, whatever sounds good. Well, whatever you have in the house, you know, use up, like if you had a little extra taco meat, or some hamburger, some spaghetti stuff. All right, so now let me see if I can get these closed. Uh-oh. My stuffing is hot. I don't know if that was such a good idea. You guys, this is the first time I made these, so. Uh-oh. It's strongly possible there might be a little too much filling in these. Oh, I see. I had some dough over here. So, I'm just going to squeeze these shut as best I can, and then I'm going to fry them on the side that's, I'm going to fry them first on this side. I got to get all of them in here so that I don't lose my filling. I might lose a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. It would help if my fingers weren't so sticky. Okay. My dough is really sticky tonight. That figures, right? Okay, here's the part I pinch shut. So let's see what happens. I think since they're taking me so long to shut, I think I'm just going to make, well, no, I'm going to make them all so nothing goes wrong with my bread. I mean, as little as possible. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen here. This will probably get better the more times. I plan on making this. I'm never going to buy hot dog buns again, never. Why should I? I'll just make some fry bread and I'll, you know, in case my kids could make this too, like teenagers. So, you know, if you're working and your kids are home and, you know, they learn these recipes, you know, so they can kind of get by when you're working. All right, here's this one. Anytime you're learning to make something, it's always a big fat mess. At least I have found it that way. Well, I have to be honest with you. I have made some very bad messes. Even making stuff that I know how to make. Okay. The hot dogs were very, very successful. If these end up to be just a little bit successful, I'll be happy. I don't see why they wouldn't. One more. Okay, so that didn't take too long to make. I think you could make these ahead of time and then just fry them when you were ready. But I guess that's not, this fry bread recipe is one of the best recipes. If you have bread, then this kind of bread, and you have tea, you can kind of get by. You can survive. And this is a lot cheaper to make than yeast bread. All right. Oh no, the worst has happened. Oh gosh. All right. All right, that was easy. All right. Uh-oh. All right. I love to make new recipes, I really do. It's kind of like a calzone, kind of like a primitive one. Okay, so we had 1/2 batch fry bread. All right. All right, I'm also gonna make a mug coffee cake. This is 1½ teaspoons of butter. I need to melt it. All right. Let's see if my milk, this is some milk that I bought for 96 cents, and I'm gonna unfreeze it so that I have some milk. All right. Life is good. All right. One cup flour, optional 1/4 cup powdered milk, 1½ teaspoons baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 cup hot water. Mix all the dry ingredients good. Then pour the hot water on to make a soft dough. Form a ball of dough. Put a little oil in a bowl and then let it rest for 20 to 30 minutes. And then fry it in some oil. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm glad it didn't run over, so I lost half of my butter. I need exactly 1½ teaspoons. All right, now you can, okay, I'm 69 years old and I have been through several recessions. And so when it first started to occur to me that this was a recession, you know, some people are saying, well, the government's not telling us it's a recession, so it can't be one. Well, this is one. You can prep and stockpile food with the same amount of grocery money that you have. Or if you don't have that much, you can get more grocery food. And I have about 20 tips. Okay. Okay, number one, shop at grocery outlet or bargain outlet grocery stores. And if you go about once a day, then you're going to get the deals. Uh-oh. So today, of course, I was by there. And so what I bought, they had 12-ounce bacon for $1.99, so I bought 6 of them. Because bacon is something that I eat a lot, because I eat, is it ready? I think it's ready. Ooh, this is looking pretty good. Once you find the outlet centers or the where you can get the discount food, the trick is to pop in pretty often. And then what I like to do is keep my tea in the freezer and get it icy cold. This is peppermint tea. So we're finding the discount places. So I show you just about everything I bought. I bought milk for 97 cents a gallon and then I froze it. Cheese, the large bags, I bought for $6.99. Sometimes I buy blocks. Sometimes I buy sliced. And usually I get them at grocery outlet. I bought yogurt, the big one, and I make yogurt. I bought eggs. Another good thing is a good deal on pizzas if you like pizza. Keep your eye peeled. Ooh, these are looking pretty good. The fry bread is almost no fail. That one's not quite ready. And that one's not quite ready. Okay, cereal, one day they were 47 cents a box and I only bought 2. You know, the big boxes, I should have bought more. Pancake mix. Okay, number 2, buy all the food at the cheapest possible price. So like I know that I can get milk for 97 cents or I can get those butter balls that I melted, I can get those for $2, 8 ounces of butter. So I want to go where I can get the cheapest possible food. Okay, peanut butter. If you buy the large bags of peanuts, you're always going to have peanut butter. Powdered milk, large bags from Walmart. Bologna, tuna. All right, buy only basic foods. Like if you're like running out of food, if you don't have enough food, unless you get really, like for me, bacon is basic food because I eat egg whites and bacon for lunch. Okay, here's some basic foods: potato, rice, hamburger. I do get that on sale. Hot dogs, chicken, frozen vegetables, eggs, tuna, and lunch meat. Okay, the other thing is buy food that you can regrow, or you can get seeds. You know, make a habit of that. Okay, like romaine lettuce. So I'm not buying lettuce in bags anymore. I'm buying romaine lettuce so that I can re-sprout it. Celery, I have 2 out there. Green onions, potatoes. I'm very excited about this. I have about 2 potatoes growing in my backyard. And what happens is pretty soon you start getting good at growing this stuff. I'd say the trick to this is make sure that it's kind of like pancakes. Make sure they're ready before you flip them. Okay, all right, I was going through the stockpile and I noticed that of all the foods that I like is mostly tomato soup. So I want to make I want to, you know, try to buy tomato soup first. That can be any food you like. Before you buy anything, make sure you have the food you need and the food you like. All right, now buy food that's cheap and on sale, and whatever's on sale, eat that. So I found bacon, so I found turkey burger. At Smart and Final, I get the meat marked down, I get fruit and vegetables. Walmart, I get pastries and lunch meat. I checked the vegetarian section in 99-cent only, and you know, if I find something that I think I can use that's a weird brand, I will give you an example. This is some kind of green cake mix. I thought I'll take that. I was going to make cupcakes before I decided to make the this is the coffee mug cake. 1 1/2 tablespoons butter. That was the 3 butter balls. Okay, 1 1/2 tablespoon sugar. So I poured my sugar from the big bag into this. Oh, what's wrong with this thing? Naturally, it's not coming open. Okay, let's see if this one wants to open. Okay. 1 1/2 tablespoons sugar. So this is going to be a nice coffee cake. 3 1/4 cups flour. I mean tablespoons. This is all by tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. 1. 2, 3, and 1/4. Okay, then 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. I'm going to use about a 1/2 teaspoon just to make sure, so nothing goes wrong. One's done. I think those turn out pretty darn good for the first time I ever. This side's not as hot for some reason. Let's see if this one's ready. Ooh, I bet you these are going to taste good. So by using a fry bread instead of a bun, I mean the bread is getting expensive. It's not the point to say, okay, I can afford it. It's the point to say it's more important to save your dollars. Okay, can I find some? Oh, what happened? Oh, wait, I'm finishing the fry bread. Let's see. 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon. A pinch of salt. And 1.5 tablespoons of milk. Pinch of salt. All right, let's see if this is ready. Okay. Wow, I don't seem to have had a single failure yet. Okay, and then 1.5 tablespoons milk and some vanilla. Some vanilla if I can find it. Oh good, here's some. Where is my milk? This is crazy, I just had it this afternoon. Well, I'll make some real quick. So this is the Walmart milk. So this is my favorite one. This is not the cheapest, but it's my favorite one. Okay, get some water. I defrosted chicken before I got this brainy idea, and I said, no, I want to make this tonight. All right. I'm kind of excited to see if this works because, you know, I was buying pastries. In fact, I was eating one of those pastries that I bought today, but that goes back to saving $1. Right. So it's mug coffee cake, 1 1/2 tablespoons butter, 1 1/2 tablespoons sugar, 3 1/4 cup flour, 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. I use half, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, pinch of salt, and 1.5 tablespoons of milk. Maybe I took it out. Oh, I cannot believe this. I took it out. All right, good. That was taken. So on the milk, we need 1.5 tablespoons. I'll put about 2 tablespoons. I think that'll be okay. And then you mix it up. And then you top it with some brown sugar. Oh, it smells good. What'll be really awesome if it's kind of like a donut. This would be like a really easy donut. I thought that was strange that I couldn't find my, and then they say just go for 15 seconds at a time. But I think they take about a minute, so. Okay, so now I have some brown sugar. Ooh. I can't believe how good these turned out for the first attempt. I'd consider that successful if they turned out at all. You know, the first time you try to make something like this. These would be really good with hamburger, cabbage, onions. That's what I planned on doing until I got the brainy taco idea. All right, so let's get a little brown sugar to your taste, I would say. I stockpiled some brown sugar at one time, quite a bit. Okay, so here's what we've got. Let's see what happens. Okay, we'll go for 1 minute. All right, life is good. You don't know how hard this can be trying to do this cooking. Bad things have happened, fires, you name it. It's been bad. But that's all forgotten now. All right, let's let them drain on another paper towel. These are really hot. I better cool them for just a minute. Wow, I'm pretty proud of these. Take a look at this. Okay, let's open one and see what happens. Oh, that looks pretty good. It's still too hot. Yummy. This fry bread is so good left over. So let's take a look at this. Oh, I think it might be done. It's ready. 1 minute. Here's what we've got. It's hot also. All right, back to the tips. Okay. So, now, cheap, easy meals. Like, get the cheap, this is a cheap, easy meal. This is a real cheap, easy meal. This is good. Once you get good at this, I think you could make donuts of sorts. Okay. This is a cheap, easy meal. All right, fried egg sandwich. Sausage and gravy, grits and eggs, bagels and peanut butter. I learned that on the weightlifting. Frozen sandwiches from Dollar Tree. I get hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, burritos, and breakfast sandwiches. I have about 6 sandwiches from Walmart. Those were about $2 each. Then you can have some soup with some chips or crackers, and I like to eat lunch meat and cheese on my crackers, pancakes or French toast and eggs, grilled cheese and soup, fried bread and tea, tuna sandwiches, chicken sandwiches. So now the thing is we start doing this stuff long before things get out of control. Like, it just becomes a way of life. Try not to shop for 1 day out of the week. Okay, so you have a 7-day week, and instead of buying food for 7 days, you try to figure your grocery bill out so that you have, say if you have $10 a day, you would save $10. And one of the easiest ways to do that is on one of the days buy something 50% off. So you're getting twice as much. Then the next week you could use it for 8 days, or if you save another day, then on the 3rd week, which is usually when people are getting low, you have 9 days money. That's going to help you get through the month. Okay, freeze all the leftovers. Like, I have bananas and mangoes in there. And then if you have like an extra chicken leg or an extra hot dog, don't just cook it because it's an extra one. Keep it in the freezer, and then one night you'll be glad you had it. You can get it out and eat it. Buy large cans like of baked beans. And what's good about baked beans is you can make like baked beans and hot dogs. You can put sausage, but the next day you can have your baked beans on toast with eggs. That's really good. Large cans of fruit and vegetables in its own juice. Make big batches like spaghetti, macaroni and cheese, stew, potato salad. And if you can afford it and you get turkeys or hams, that's going to give you a lot of sandwiches. You can cut that up and put it in your beans. Can I find something cheaper? Okay, this was finding something cheaper. This is like doing away with hamburger buns. I don't see why you couldn't make these in a one of those fryers, one of those. I got one for Christmas. I have to use it. Okay, so these are cheaper than buns, and this is cheaper than like buying cookies out. Those Starbucks cake pops are good. I can really recommend that. Okay, eat food out of cans. Like sometimes when I was eating in my car, I would eat soup out of the cans or sardines out of the can. Anything, any canned meals, SpaghettiOs. All right, now think about this. Substituting sometimes for meat, eggs, dairy, so you have milk, butter, cheese, and cream cheese. So today I was eating a lot of dairy. I had yogurt and I had milk with my oatmeal, and then I had eggs, and think about peanut butter. So you have butter you make, cream cheese you make, peanut butter you make, yogurt you make, and then nuts. And I was eating a few cashews today. Okay, now go without something that you'd ordinarily buy and buy extra food. Like today I got a haircut. If I was really short on money, I would not get a haircut. I would buy food. Or like going to the thrift store or buying a pizza. A pizza is $13 now. So you can, a lot of times I get milk for $1 a portion. Or like my friend who used to like to go to IHOP, as soon as she got her money, don't do that. And don't buy people food out when you don't have that much money yourself. Okay, I mentioned to you many times, Jan from New York City saves money. She changed the name of her channel. I forgot what it is. Had a thing, save $1 a day. But now you need to save $1.30 a day. I used to buy food for $30 a day. No way could I do that now. Okay, and save your change. Also, I started adding $5 a week for hair because like my curling iron and my blow dryer conked out in 1 week. Okay, now 16 is buy 6 boxes of crackers, 6 boxes of like cookies or small cakes. These are good. Out of that strange cake mix, I could make a lot of mug cakes. Okay, now eat 0 meats. Like what? How about omelets? Omelets can be really tasty. I usually make cheese. Tuna salad, that's a no cooking meal. Chili with fries, so it's a can of chili with frozen fries. That's a good one. Pick one item to buy extra. Like say, if you find a good deal on hot dogs, buy 2 packages of hot dogs. That's not too expensive. And then that gives you 16 hot dogs. Think about diner meals or bowling alleys. Like what? Like chili milk, hot turkey sandwiches, which is bread with turkey. It could be turkey lunch meat with gravy, with mashed potatoes, and some vegetable. Let me give you the goulash recipe. Where is the goulash recipe? I used to get this at Kmart. They used to have a little diner in there, and you'll get some French bread. This is something my mother-in-law would make every week. She didn't put beans in hers. She used, it was this exact recipe with no beans. But beans is going to stretch your budget. I've made that quite a few times. Okay, meatloaf, spaghetti, hot wings. The way I make them is I coat them with a little flour, and then I melt a little 1/2 butter, 1/2 olive oil, and then I bake them in the oven. I put a lot of pepper on, and I put a little hot wing sauce or barbecue sauce. Okay, now let me give you, this is really messy, but here is the coffee mug cake recipe right here. Wondering how I read my own notes? What happened? I lost a page? Oh boy. Okay. I have a couple more things. Okay, I want to mention this. Now this is back to the cheat meals. Egg salad sandwiches, hot dogs, grilled cheese, bologna, peanut butter and jelly, chicken patty, fish patty, tuna sandwich, French toast with bacon, hamburger. I get the thin cut steaks, chicken nuggets. I buy them when they're on sale at grocery outlet. Macaroni and cheese with hamburger, cold cut sandwich, Salisbury steak, sloppy joes, spaghetti, chicken, pancakes, chili, ham sandwich, turkey sandwich. All right, let me give you a shot. But the main important thing to always keep in mind is if you are always on the constant lookout for how to save money, then if something happens, you're going to be able to withstand the strain and the stress of the inflationary period and the fact that it's a recession. And so if you're really strapped, you have to go to the food pantries, the food banks, the churches, and get EBT. Don't wait until you're down to your last, I don't know what, and try to grow a garden as best you can. Okay, so I think I have harvested all of 6 radishes. But the point is, you want to keep it up until it becomes a year-round garden. It can be indoors. It's always yielding you a little bit of food. And this, this finding the constant low-cost food like the bacon. I eat a lot of bacon. Sometimes I put it in beans. Sometimes I make BLTs. But mostly I eat it with egg whites. So, okay, you guys, that is it. I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Bye, you guys.